Welcome to Calm Echoes Podcast, your gentle companion for peaceful nights. If you find this episode comforting, please consider liking and subscribing.
Let your mind settle now as we drift into a space of quiet contemplation. Imagine a still pond, reflecting the soft glow of the twilight sky. Allow the ripples of your thoughts to smooth out, becoming as undisturbed as the surface of the water. This is a place where clarity can gently emerge, not from the flurry of thoughts, but from the quiet stillness of being.
Breathe in the tranquility of this moment. Let the gentle rhythm of your breath be your anchor, tethering you to the present. We often search for answers in the whirlwind of our minds. But sometimes, the clearest path forward is found in the stillness. Tonight, we'll explore how action, not thought, can bring us closer to that clarity. A gentle unfolding like the petals of a flower in the morning sun.
Imagine a slowly flowing river, winding its way through a verdant valley. Its journey is not defined by the thoughts of the water, but by the gentle, persistent act of flowing. Just as the river carves its path through the landscape, our actions shape our understanding and bring us closer to the clarity we seek. Release the need to overthink, and allow yourself to be guided by the quiet wisdom of action.
Think of a single leaf, falling gracefully from a tree. It doesn't struggle against the breeze, it doesn't analyze its descent, it simply falls. In its acceptance of the natural flow, it finds its place on the forest floor, becoming part of something larger. Similarly, when we let go of the need to overanalyze and simply act, we often find ourselves exactly where we need to be.
Allow yourself to sink deeper into this feeling of relaxation. Imagine lying in a field of soft grass, gazing up at the vast expanse of the night sky. The stars don't question their place, they simply shine. Their brilliance is not born of thought, but of their inherent being, their unwavering presence in the universe. Embrace this sense of being, of simply existing in this moment, without the need for constant analysis.
Let the gentle sounds of this podcast wash over you, like the soft lapping of waves on a sandy shore. The ocean doesn't strive to be calm, it simply is. It embraces the ebb and flow of the tides, the rhythm of the waves, without resistance. Find that same ease within yourself. A quiet acceptance of the present moment. A gentle release of the need to control or understand everything.
As you continue to breathe deeply, imagine a gentle breeze rustling through the leaves of a tall tree. The leaves don't question the direction of the wind, they simply sway in response. This gentle responsiveness, this effortless movement, is a reflection of the clarity that arises from action, not thought. Let go of the mental chatter and allow yourself to be guided by the gentle whispers of your intuition.
Allow yourself to be cradled by the soothing sounds of our voices, drifting further into a state of deep relaxation. Think of a seed planted in the earth. It doesn't ponder its growth, it doesn't analyze the process, it simply grows, reaching towards the sunlight. Embrace this natural unfolding, this inherent wisdom of action, and trust that clarity will blossom in its own time.
As we begin to conclude this first part of our exploration, remember the image of the still pond, the flowing river, the falling leaf. These are reminders that clarity often comes not from the busyness of our minds, but from the quiet power of action. Carry this sense of peace with you as you drift off to sleep, knowing that even in stillness, there is a profound and gentle power at work within you.
Welcome to Calm Echoes Podcast, your gentle companion for peaceful nights. If you find this episode comforting, please consider liking and subscribing.
Imagine a still pond reflecting the soft moonlight, its surface undisturbed by even the gentlest breeze. Just as the stillness of the water allows for a perfect reflection, clarity in our lives often comes not from overthinking, but from the stillness of action. When we cease the constant churn of thoughts and simply move forward, even with small steps, a path begins to unfold before us, clear and luminous as the moon's reflection on the water. Let your mind settle now, as calm and receptive as that tranquil pond.
Think of a slowly flowing river, meandering through a verdant valley. The river doesn't question its path. It simply flows, carving its way through the landscape, shaped by the gentle pressure of the earth and the persistent pull of gravity. Our actions, like the river's flow, can be guided by an inner knowing, a sense of purpose that needs no constant analysis. Let go of the need to overthink and trust the natural flow of your actions, like the steady, unwavering current of the river.
Picture a single leaf drifting down from a tall oak tree, twirling gently as it descends through the still air. It doesn't struggle against the breeze, it surrenders to the forces of nature, landing softly on the forest floor. Our thoughts can be like swirling leaves, caught in the gusts of worry and indecision. But our actions can be like that gentle descent, a graceful acceptance of what is, a peaceful release into the present moment. Allow yourself to drift, to release the grip of overthinking, and to find clarity in the simplicity of action.
Visualize a field of wildflowers swaying gently in the breeze, each blossom turning its face towards the sun. They don't ponder their purpose. They simply exist, vibrant and alive, fulfilling their nature without question. Just as the flowers bloom without overthinking, our actions can blossom from a place of inner knowing, a quiet understanding of what we are meant to do. Embrace the simplicity of being, of acting without excessive thought, and watch as clarity unfolds like the petals of a flower.
Imagine the slow, steady growth of a mighty redwood tree, its roots reaching deep into the earth, its branches reaching towards the sky. It doesn't analyze its growth, it simply exists, drawing nourishment from the earth and reaching for the light. Our actions can be like the redwood's growth, grounded in a deep sense of purpose, reaching for our potential without the need for constant analysis. Feel yourself rooted in the present moment, drawing strength from within, and allow your actions to unfold naturally, steadily, and with quiet confidence.
Consider the vast expanse of the night sky, sprinkled with countless stars, each one shining brightly in the darkness. They don't strive to be seen, they simply radiate their light. Our actions can be like the starlight, shining brightly in the world without the need for self-doubt or overthinking. Let your actions emanate from a place of inner peace, a quiet knowing, and watch as clarity emerges from the darkness like the gentle light of the stars.
Picture a quiet forest bathed in the soft light of dawn, the air still and cool, the leaves glistening with dew. The forest doesn't question its existence, it simply is, a place of peaceful stillness and natural beauty. Our actions can be like the quiet presence of the forest, grounded in a deep sense of being, without the need for constant mental chatter. Allow yourself to rest in the stillness of the present moment, to be present with the quiet wisdom of your inner self, and let your actions flow from this place of peaceful clarity.
Think of the gentle waves lapping at the shore, a rhythmic ebb and flow, a constant dance between the ocean and the land. The waves don't hesitate, they simply move, following the ancient rhythm of the tides. Our actions can be like the ocean waves, flowing effortlessly, guided by an inner rhythm, a deep connection to the natural world. Release the need to overanalyze and trust the intuitive flow of your actions, like the ceaseless, calming rhythm of the waves. Person 1 greater than. Person 1 greater than. Welcome to Calm Echoes Podcast, your gentle companion for peaceful nights. If you find this episode comforting, please consider liking and subscribing.
Imagine a still pond reflecting the soft moonlight, its surface undisturbed by even the gentlest breeze. Our minds can be like that pond, sometimes murky with swirling thoughts, other times clear and reflective. We often believe clarity comes from thinking, from dissecting each thought and analyzing every possibility. But true clarity, the kind that settles deep within us, often comes from taking action, however small. Just as a single pebble dropped into the pond creates ripples that eventually settle, a single action can bring clarity to our otherwise turbulent thoughts.
Think of a quiet forest path, dappled with sunlight filtering through the leaves. As you walk this path, you don't need to analyze every step, every twist and turn. You simply trusting your feet to find the way. Similarly, when we find ourselves lost in a maze of thoughts, sometimes the best approach is to simply take a step, to do something, anything, rather than letting our minds race in circles. Action, even a small one, can be like that first step on the path, a gentle nudge in the right direction.
Picture a slow, meandering river carving its way through a valley. The river doesn't question its path, it doesn't overthink its direction. It simply flows, adapting to the contours of the land. Our lives can be like that river, constantly flowing, constantly changing. We don't need to have all the answers. We don't need to understand every nuance. We simply need to flow, to take action, and trust that the path will unfold before us.
Visualize a clear night sky, speckled with countless stars. Each star shines brightly, undisturbed by the vastness of space. We too can find our own inner brilliance, not by overthinking and analyzing, but by taking action, by expressing our unique light in the world. Each small act of creation, each step forward, helps us shine a little brighter, illuminating our path and the world around us.
Remember that still pond we talked about? The longer it sits undisturbed, the clearer it becomes, reflecting the world around it with perfect clarity. But even the clearest pond can become murky with too much thought, too much stirring. Action is the gentle breeze that clears away the debris, allowing the stillness to return, allowing the clarity to emerge once more.
Recall that quiet forest path. Each step we take along that path brings us closer to our destination, even if we don't know exactly where we're going. Overthinking can lead us astray, causing us to stumble and lose our way. Action, on the other hand, keeps us moving forward, one step at a time, one breath at a time, bringing us closer to clarity and peace.
Think again of that meandering river. Sometimes it flows swiftly, sometimes it slows to a gentle trickle, but it always keeps moving, always finds its way to the sea. We too can find our way, not by forcing things, but by allowing ourselves to flow, to take action, to trust the process of life unfolding as it should.
Imagine once more that clear night sky, a canvas of infinite possibilities. We don't need to map out every constellation. We don't need to understand the complexities of the universe. We simply need to shine our own light, to take action, to contribute our unique gifts to the world. And in that act of giving, of doing, of being, we find clarity, purpose, and a deep sense of peace. Less than / person one greater than. Less than, person one greater than. Welcome to Calm Echoes Podcast, your gentle companion for peaceful nights. If you find this episode comforting, please consider liking and subscribing.
As we drift further into the quiet embrace of the night, let's explore how clarity, that sought-after state of inner peace and understanding, often emerges not from the whirlwind of our thoughts, but from the gentle, deliberate act of doing. Imagine a still pond reflecting the moon, its surface undisturbed by ripples. It's only when a gentle breeze stirs the leaves, causing a single drop to fall, that the reflection shifts and changes, revealing new depths within the water. Similarly, it's often through action, through the smallest of steps, that we gain a clearer understanding of ourselves and the world around us.
Think of a winding path through a sun-dappled forest. You might spend hours contemplating the best route, analyzing the map, and predicting the terrain. But true knowledge of the path only comes from placing one foot in front of the other, feeling the soft earth beneath your feet, and experiencing the gentle rise and fall of the trail. Clarity isn't something we discover solely in the realm of thought. It's a gentle unfolding that happens as we move, as we engage with the world around us, however subtly. Just as the river carves its path through the valley not by thinking but by flowing, so too do we find our way by embracing the present moment and taking action, however small.
Imagine a delicate spider web glistening with morning dew. The spider doesn't conceptualize the intricate design beforehand. It simply begins to spin, thread by delicate thread, trusting its instincts and the innate wisdom of its being. The beauty and complexity of the web emerge not from premeditation, but from the consistent, focused act of creation. In the same way, we can approach our lives with a gentle intention, trusting the process, and allowing clarity to emerge organically from our actions, not from overthinking and analysis.
Consider the quiet growth of a tree, reaching its branches towards the sun. It doesn't ponder the complexities of photosynthesis or the mechanics of growth. It simply exists, drawing nourishment from the earth and expanding outward, day by day, season by season. Just as the tree finds its strength in its steady, unwavering growth, we too can find clarity, not by striving for perfect understanding, but by gently and consistently nurturing our actions, trusting that understanding will follow in its own time, like the slow, steady unfolding of a flower.
Visualize a calm, clear lake reflecting the surrounding mountains. The reflection isn't created by the lake trying to capture the image of the mountains, but simply by being still and receptive. Similarly, clarity isn't something we force. It arises naturally when we quiet the internal chatter and engage with the world through mindful action. It's in the doing, in the gentle movement and engagement, that the ripples of thought settle, and the reflection of our true selves becomes clear, like the undisturbed surface of a tranquil lake mirroring the peaceful sky above.
Think of a potter shaping clay on a wheel. They don't overthink the process, but rather feel the clay between their fingers, responding to its texture and form. The shape emerges not from a rigid plan, but from a gentle interaction, a dance between the potter's hands and the yielding clay. Similarly, clarity in our lives isn't a destination we reach through intense thought, but a form we discover through gentle action, through the patient molding of our experiences into something meaningful and true, like the slow, deliberate creation of a beautiful, functional vessel.
Imagine a bird building its nest, twig by twig, feather by feather. It doesn't analyze the aerodynamics of flight or the structural integrity of its creation, but relies on instinct and the simple act of doing. The nest, a testament to focused action, emerges organically, providing shelter and comfort. In the same way, we can build our lives, action by action, trusting that clarity will come not from excessive planning, but from the steady accumulation of small, purposeful steps, just like the patient construction of a bird's nest, piece by peaceful piece.
Consider the gentle waves lapping against the shore. Each one slightly different, yet part of the same rhythmic flow. They don't question their purpose or their path. They simply exist, moving in harmony with the tides. Just as the ocean finds its rhythm in its constant motion, we too can find clarity not by seeking answers in our thoughts, but by embracing the ebb and flow of life, by trusting the process of action, however small, and allowing understanding to emerge naturally, like the gentle unfolding of the waves upon the shore. Person 1 greater than. Person 1 greater than. Welcome to Calm Echoes Podcast, your gentle companion for peaceful nights. If you find this episode comforting, please consider liking and subscribing.
Imagine a still pond reflecting the soft glow of the moon. The surface, undisturbed, offers perfect clarity. Our minds, much like the pond, can become clouded with thoughts, worries, and endless what-ifs. But just like the stillness of the pond allows for a clear reflection, so too does action bring clarity to our lives. It's in the doing, the gentle movement forward, that we begin to see our path more clearly. We can let go of the endless churn of overthinking and embrace the gentle peace of taking one small step, and then another.
Think of a slowly meandering river, carving its path through the landscape over time. It doesn't fret about the best route, it simply flows. Action is like the river's gentle current, carrying us forward. We often get caught in the eddy of our thoughts, swirling around the same anxieties and uncertainties, but action is the gentle push that guides us back into the flow, allowing us to move smoothly downstream, toward a place of greater understanding and inner peace. It's the act of doing, not the endless cycle of thinking, that unveils the path ahead.
The soft rustle of leaves and a gentle breeze can be incredibly soothing. Each leaf, moving individually yet part of a larger whole, dances in harmony with the wind. Similarly, each action we take, however small, contributes to the larger tapestry of our lives. We don't need to have all the answers before we begin. Just like the leaves trust the breeze, we can trust the process. With each gentle step, the path ahead becomes clearer, revealing itself in its own time, in its own gentle rhythm.
Consider the quiet strength of a growing tree. It doesn't analyze the soil or ponder the sunlight. It simply reaches towards the sky, slowly and steadily. Action is like the tree's growth, a natural unfolding. We don't need to force clarity. We can simply nurture it with consistent, gentle action. Just like the tree grows taller with each passing season, we gain clarity with each step we take, moving toward our own unique potential, our own inner light.
Visualize the soft, rolling waves of the ocean, endlessly washing ashore. Each wave brings a sense of renewal, a fresh perspective. Action, too, offers us a constant opportunity to renew our sense of purpose, to wash away the stagnation of overthinking. Just as the waves shape the shoreline over time, our actions shape our lives, bringing us closer to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us.
Imagine the slow, steady drip of water wearing away stone. It's a testament to the power of consistent, persistent action. Clarity isn't always a sudden revelation. It's often the result of patient, persistent effort. Just like the water gradually reshapes the stone, our actions, however small, gradually reshapes our understanding, bringing us closer to the clarity we seek.
Think of the quiet beauty of a blooming flower. It unfolds petal by petal, revealing its full beauty in its own time. Clarity, too, unfolds gradually, as we take action and move forward with gentle intention. Just as the flower doesn't rush its bloom, we don't need to rush the process of finding clarity. With each step, we move closer to a place of deeper understanding, a place of inner peace.
Picture a clear night sky, filled with countless twinkling stars. Each star, a distant sun, shines with its own unique light. Our own clarity shines brightest when we embrace action, when we allow ourselves to move forward with gentle purpose. Just like the stars illuminate the night sky, our actions illuminate our path, guiding us towards a deeper sense of meaning and purpose.
Remember the quiet strength of a mountain, standing tall against the elements. Its steadfast presence reminds us that clarity comes from grounded action, from staying present in the moment. Just like the mountain remains unwavering, we can find stability and clarity by focusing on the present, by taking one step at a time, trusting that the path will unfold before us as we move forward with gentle intention.
Welcome to Calm Echoes Podcast, your gentle companion for peaceful nights. If you find this episode comforting, please consider liking and subscribing.
Imagine a smooth gray stone nestled at the bottom of a clear, slow-moving stream. The water flows over it day after day, year after year, polishing its surface, whispering secrets of the earth and sky. We too can be like that stone, allowing the constant flow of experience to smooth away our anxieties, revealing the quiet strength within. Sometimes clarity isn't about thinking harder, but about simply being, allowing life to shape us, just as the water shapes the stone. Imagine that gentle pressure, that constant, soothing caress of the cool water.
Think of a vast, silent forest bathed in the soft, dappled light of a late afternoon sun. The air is still, filled with the scent of damp earth and pine needles. You walk along a winding path, your feet sinking slightly into the soft moss. There's no need to hurry, no destination in mind. Each step is an act, a gentle affirmation of your presence in this peaceful space. Clarity, like the path through the woods, unfolds naturally as we move forward, one step at a time. Imagine the sunlight filtering through the leaves, creating dancing patterns on the forest floor.
Picture a field of tall, golden wheat swaying gently in the breeze. The wind whispers through the stalks, creating a soft, rustling sound, like a lullaby. Each stalk stands tall, rooted firmly in the earth, yet yielding gracefully to the wind's gentle touch. Action, like the swaying of the wheat, isn't about forcing things, but about finding a natural rhythm, a harmonious balance between strength and flexibility. Imagine running your hand over the silken heads of the wheat, feeling the texture, the warmth of the sun.
Visualize a calm, expansive lake reflecting the soft hues of a twilight sky. The water is still, mirroring the tranquility above. A single ripple expands outwards, then gently fades, leaving the surface undisturbed once more. Our actions, like the ripple, can create a momentary disturbance, but eventually, stillness returns. Clarity isn't about avoiding action, but about allowing the ripples to settle, revealing the inherent peace beneath. Remember that sense of vastness, the quiet reflection of the sky on the water. Perhaps a lone bird calls in the distance.
Think of a slowly unfolding flower, its petals unfurling one by one to greet the dawn. This gentle unfolding is an act, a response to the warmth of the sun, the nourishment of the earth. It doesn't strive or strain, but simply allows itself to bloom, revealing its inherent beauty. Clarity, like the blossoming flower, emerges naturally as we embrace the present moment, allowing our actions to flow effortlessly from within. Picture the delicate petals, the subtle variations in color, the soft dew clinging to their surface.
Imagine a quiet garden after a gentle rain shower. The air is fresh and clean, carrying the scent of wet earth and blooming flowers. Droplets of water cling to the leaves, shimmering like tiny jewels. Each drop, in its own way, contributes to the beauty of the scene. Our actions, like the raindrops, can be small and seemingly insignificant, yet collectively they create something beautiful and meaningful. Focus on that sense of freshness, the clean, invigorating air after the rain.
Picture a vast, starlit night sky stretching out endlessly above you. The stars twinkle gently, like distant beacons in the darkness. Each star, though seemingly small, is a powerful source of light and energy. Our actions, like the stars, can shine brightly, illuminating our path and guiding us forward. Imagine yourself lying on soft grass, gazing up at the endless expanse of stars, feeling a deep sense of peace and wonder. A gentle breeze whispers through the leaves of a nearby tree.
Think of a slowly flowing river, winding its way through a valley. The river doesn't fight its path, but carves it gently, patiently, over time. Its movement is an act of constant creation, shaping the landscape, nourishing the earth. Clarity comes not from resisting the flow of life, but from embracing it, allowing our actions to guide us, like the river finding its way to the sea. And imagine the cool, smooth stones at the river's edge, the sound of the water as it flows past. Perhaps a small fish leaps from the surface, creating a momentary ripple.
Visualize a single leaf falling from a tree, spiraling gracefully down to the earth. This simple act, this gentle surrender to gravity, is a part of a larger cycle of growth and renewal. Our actions, like the falling leaf, can be a letting go, a release of what no longer serves us, creating space for new beginnings. Imagine the soft rustle of the leaf as it falls, the quiet way it settles on the ground, becoming one with the earth. The air is cool and crisp, carrying the scent of autumn.
Welcome to Calm Echoes Podcast, your gentle companion for peaceful nights. If you find this episode comforting, please consider liking and subscribing.
As we drift further into the tranquil space of this evening, let us remember the gentle truth that clarity emerges not from the whirlwind of our thoughts, but from the quiet strength of our actions. Imagine a still pond reflecting the moon, undisturbed by ripples. Our minds can be like that pond, and action is the moon's gentle light, illuminating what lies beneath the surface. It is in the doing, not the thinking, that the path forward reveals itself, step by quiet step. Let this thought settle upon you like a soft blanket as you continue to relax.
Think of a slowly flowing river, carving its path through the landscape, not by force, but by the persistent, gentle pressure of its waters. Our actions, even small ones, are like the river's flow, shaping our lives over time. We don't need to have all the answers before we begin. The answers, the clarity we seek, will unfold naturally as we move forward, trusting the process, trusting the gentle current of our actions to guide us towards a deeper understanding.
Imagine yourself walking through a peaceful forest, the soft earth beneath your feet, the dappled sunlight filtering through the leaves. Each step you take is an act of trust, an act of moving forward. You don't need to know the entire path to begin walking. The path reveals itself with each step, just as clarity comes from the gentle unfolding of our actions, one after the other, leading us deeper into the quiet serenity of the woods.
Consider the gentle unfolding of a flower, from a tiny seed to a vibrant bloom. It doesn't strive or strain, it simply follows its natural course, growing slowly, patiently, until it reaches its full potential. Our actions are like the growth of a flower, a natural unfolding of our potential. We don't need to force clarity, it emerges naturally from the quiet, consistent blossoming of our actions, revealing the beauty within.
Picture the vastness of the night sky, speckled with countless stars, each one a beacon of light in the darkness. Our actions, however small, are like these stars, shining brightly in the tapestry of our lives. They illuminate the path forward, guiding us with a gentle light. We don't need to know the destination to begin the journey. The journey itself, the act of moving forward, is where true clarity resides.
Think of the gentle rhythm of the waves, rolling in and out, a constant ebb and flow. Our actions are like the waves, a natural rhythm of giving and receiving, of moving forward and letting go. We don't need to control every aspect of our lives. Clarity arises from the gentle acceptance of this rhythm, from the understanding that movement, even in its ebb and flow, is where we find our way.
Imagine a field of wildflowers swaying gently in the breeze, each one unique and beautiful in its own way. Our actions are like these wildflowers, each one contributing to the vibrant tapestry of our lives. We don't need to compare ourselves to others. Clarity comes from embracing our own unique path, from the gentle understanding that our actions, however small, are what make us who we are.
Reflect on the quiet strength of a mountain, standing tall and unwavering through the changing seasons. Our actions are like the mountain, a solid foundation upon which we can build our lives. We don't need to fear the unknown. Clarity comes from the steadfastness of our actions, from the gentle knowledge that even amidst uncertainty, we can find strength and stability within ourselves.
Let the image of a gently flowing stream fill your mind, its waters carving a path through the landscape over time. Our actions, however small, are like the stream's persistent flow, shaping our lives in ways we may not fully understand in the present moment. Trust in this gentle process. Trust in the power of your actions to lead you toward clarity and peace. Let this thought lull you deeper into relaxation, allowing the gentle sounds of this podcast to carry you towards a peaceful sleep.
Imagine a smooth, gray stone resting at the bottom of a clear, flowing stream. The water rushes over it, day after day, year after year, effortlessly shaping its edges. It doesn't strive to become smooth, it simply allows the water to do its work. In the same way, clarity in our lives often comes not from intense thought, but from consistent, gentle action. We don't need to overthink every step, we just need to keep moving forward, allowing life's experiences to shape and refine us. Just like the water shapes the stone, let go of the need to analyze everything and trust the process of continuous, calming action.
Think of a vast, silent forest, where ancient trees stand tall and unwavering. They don't question their purpose, they simply grow, reaching towards the sunlight, their roots digging deep into the earth. Clarity isn't something they seek, it's an inherent part of their being, expressed through their steady, unwavering growth. Similarly, we don't need to endlessly contemplate our path. We simply need to take one step, and then another, trusting that with each small action, our path will become clearer, just like the unwavering growth of those silent, peaceful trees.
Picture a calm, expansive lake reflecting the soft, muted colors of the twilight sky. The surface of the water is undisturbed, mirroring the stillness within. Just as the lake reflects the sky without effort, clarity comes to us when we quiet the mind and allow our actions to speak. We don't need to force understanding. We simply need to be present in each moment, allowing our actions to guide us, like the gentle reflection on the still, twilight lake. Let the tranquility of consistent action smooth away your doubts.
Visualize a slow, steady rainfall nourishing a field of wildflowers. The flowers don't question the rain, they simply receive it, allowing it to nurture their growth. They bloom not from thinking about blooming, but from consistently absorbing the rain. Our journey towards clarity is much the same. It's not about endless pondering, but about taking consistent action, allowing each experience to nourish our understanding, just like the gentle rain nourishes the wildflowers, bringing forth their vibrant, natural beauty. Embrace the gentle power of consistent action.
Consider the gentle, rhythmic ebb and flow of the tide. The ocean doesn't question its movement, it simply follows the natural rhythm of the moon. Clarity, like the tide, is a natural process. It's not something we force, but something we allow, unfolding with the rhythm of our actions. Just like the gentle, ceaseless movement of the tide, release the need to control everything, and trust in the natural unfolding of your path through consistent, calming action.
Imagine a quiet, snow-covered landscape. The snow falls softly, blanketing everything in a layer of peaceful white. It doesn't strive to cover the landscape, it simply falls, fulfilling its nature. Clarity often comes to us in the same way, not through striving, but through gentle, consistent action. Just as the snow falls silently, effortlessly, let your actions flow naturally, allowing clarity to emerge organically, like a quiet, snow-covered landscape revealing its peaceful beauty.
Think of a bird effortlessly soaring through the vast, open sky. It doesn't overthink its flight, it simply trusts its wings, allowing the wind to carry it. Clarity isn't something we grasp at, it's something we discover through the simple act of moving forward, trusting our intuition, and allowing our actions to guide us. Like the effortless flight of a bird soaring through the open sky, embrace the freedom of action, and let clarity unfold naturally.
Visualize the soft glow of fireflies dancing in the twilight. They don't question their purpose, they simply shine, illuminating the darkness with their gentle light. Similarly, our path to clarity is illuminated not by thought, but by action. Each small step we take, each gentle act we perform, brings us closer to understanding. Just like the soft glow of fireflies illuminating the quiet, peaceful night. Let your actions be your guide, and allow clarity to emerge softly, like the gentle light of fireflies.
Welcome to Calm Echoes Podcast, your gentle companion for peaceful nights. If you find this episode comforting, please consider liking and subscribing.
As we drift further into the quiet stillness of the night, let us remember the gentle truth we've been exploring. Clarity comes not from the whirlwind of thoughts, but from the gentle act of doing, of being. Imagine a smooth gray stone resting at the bottom of a clear stream, undisturbed by the ripples on the surface. Its stillness, its very being, is a form of clarity.
Like that smooth stone, we too can find our center, our clarity, not by forcing our thoughts into submission, but by allowing them to flow, to ripple, while we remain anchored in the present moment. Think of the gentle swaying of tall grasses in a meadow, undisturbed by the passing breeze. Their movement is a response, not a struggle. Their clarity lies in their being.
The world often encourages us to think, to analyze, to plan our way to clarity. But true clarity, deep and lasting clarity, emerges from action, from the simple act of being present in each moment. Imagine a slowly unfolding flower, its petals reaching towards the sun, not because it thought about it, but because it simply is. Its unfolding is its clarity.
We don't need to force understanding or strive for perfect comprehension. Just as the flowing stream finds its way around the rocks, we too can find our path by simply taking the next step, by gently moving forward, one moment at a time. Our clarity is not a destination, but a way of being, a gentle unfolding.
The quiet rustling of leaves in a summer breeze, the soft lapping of waves against the shore, these are whispers of clarity. They don't analyze, they don't strive, they simply are. And in their being, they embody a profound understanding of the world.
Think of the quiet strength of a mountain, standing tall and silent against the backdrop of a vast, starlit sky. It doesn't question its purpose. It doesn't strive for meaning. Its existence, its very being, is its clarity.
We can embrace this same stillness, this same gentle acceptance of what is. We can allow ourselves to be like the mountain, grounded and present, our clarity arising not from thought but from our being, from our presence in this very moment. Imagine the slow drift of clouds across a twilight sky, effortlessly changing shape, their movement a silent dance of being. They are not striving, they are simply being, and in that being there is clarity.
As the night deepens and we drift closer to sleep, let us release the need to understand, the need to analyze. Let us simply be, like the quiet forest bathed in moonlight, like the still surface of a lake reflecting the stars. Our clarity is not something to be grasped, but something to be embodied, something to be lived in each quiet breath.
Imagine the slow, steady rhythm of your own breath, the gentle rise and fall of your chest. This simple act of being, this quiet presence, is a source of profound clarity. Let go of the thoughts, the worries, the plans. Just breathe, just be. Your clarity is here, now, in this very moment.
And as we continue to drift, let us remember this gentle truth. Clarity is not found in the clamor of thoughts, but in the stillness of being. Like the soft glow of fireflies in the twilight, our clarity emerges not from striving, but from surrendering to the present moment, to the quiet peace of the night. Person one greater than. Welcome to Calm Echoes Podcast, your gentle companion for peaceful nights. If you find this episode comforting, please consider liking and subscribing.
As we drift towards the close of this series, let us reflect on the quiet power of action. So often we find ourselves tangled in the webs of our own thoughts, analyzing and overthinking, losing ourselves in the labyrinth of the mind. Imagine a gentle stream flowing effortlessly down a mountain, finding its path not through contemplation, but through the simple act of flowing. That is the essence of clarity. It's not about thinking harder, but about moving forward, one gentle step at a time. Let the weight of thought settle like soft leaves falling to the forest floor.
The world unfolds not in our minds, but in the quiet symphony of our actions. Just as a seed doesn't ponder its growth, but simply pushes through the earth, so too does clarity emerge from the gentle unfolding of doing. We don't need to force it. We only need to allow ourselves to move. Imagine the soft glow of moonlight filtering through the trees, casting long, peaceful shadows. There's a stillness there, a quiet understanding that comes not from striving, but from simply being. Let that stillness seep into you now, calming your mind, softening your thoughts.
Think of the quiet rustle of leaves in a summer breeze, each leaf dancing its own unique dance without a single thought. That's the beauty of action, the effortless grace of simply being. We don't need to understand everything to move forward. Sometimes, the most profound clarity comes from the quietest steps, the smallest actions. Allow yourself to be guided by the gentle rhythm of your own being, just as the tide is guided by the moon.
Overthinking is like a dense fog, obscuring the path ahead. Action, however, is like a gentle wind, clearing the mist and revealing the way. It doesn't require grand gestures, just the simple willingness to take the next step. Imagine walking through a field of wildflowers, their vibrant colors a testament to the effortless beauty of growth. They don't strive to bloom, they simply unfold, petal by petal, in their own time, in their own way.
The quiet strength of a river lies not in its planning, but in its constant flow. It navigates the rocks and bends, not through thought, but through the persistent act of moving forward. Embrace that flow within yourself, the gentle current that carries you towards clarity. Let go of the need to control every outcome, and allow yourself to be carried by the current of your own actions, just as a fallen leaf is carried by a gentle stream.
Just as the stars don't question their place in the night sky, but simply shine, so too can we find peace in the simple act of being. We don't need to analyze our every move, but can trust the quiet wisdom of our own intuition. Imagine the soft caress of a cool evening breeze against your skin, a gentle reminder of the present moment. Let that feeling of presence wash over you, calming your thoughts, soothing your soul.
Clarity doesn't come from deciphering complex thoughts, but from the simple act of moving forward, like a gentle wave rolling onto the shore. It's in the doing, the being, the quiet unfolding of our actions that true understanding emerges. Allow yourself to be guided by the quiet rhythm of your breath, the gentle rise and fall of your chest, a constant reminder of your presence in this moment.
We don't need to have all the answers to take the next step. Just as a bird doesn't need to understand aerodynamics to fly, we don't need to overthink our path to find clarity. Trust the quiet wisdom of your own being, the gentle guidance that comes from within. Imagine the quiet stillness of a snow-covered landscape, the soft blanket of white muffling the world around you. Let that stillness seep into your bones, calming your mind, preparing you for rest.
As we drift towards sleep, let us carry with us the gentle reminder that clarity comes not from thought, but from action. The quietest steps often lead to the most profound discoveries. Let the weight of the day melt away, like snow melting into a quiet stream. And as you drift off, hold on to this lingering thought. What small, gentle step will you take tomorrow?
Thank you for spending this quiet time with us. Whether you're winding down, driving, or simply taking a break, may peace follow you beyond these moments. Until next time, take care.
Bye-bye.